Welcome to another episode of Cruising Sea Venture, but this time I want to do it a little bit different. Rather than use our regular kind of stock intro that's frankly video from Alaska and the audio somehow only ended up on one channel, let's forego that, and I actually just want to spend a moment and tell you what's going to be in this video that you can watch right now. Back in the beginning of February, we did a financial recap for the month of January. Now that we're into March, I want to do a financial recap of what it actually cost to live aboard Sea Venture for the month of February. But before we get right into the nuts and bolts of it, which we're going to do really quickly here, a couple thoughts about this whole financial picture. Remember that we're not seeing how cheap we can do this. We're not seeing how much we can spend doing this. We're just working to spend our best life, create our best life for us, and sharing with you what that's costing aboard Sea Venture for what that's worth. After this video, we'll get back to filming stuff and showing you stuff about cruising in Mexico. If you want, you can watch the entire Cruising Mexico series. There are, how many? I'm amazed, the first part of March right here, and we have 45 videos already out there from cruising Ensenada, Mexico to here in the Sea of Cortez. And then wait till the very, very end of this video, and there'll be a little bonus feature from episode 100, a long time ago, because this is going to be episode 168. So 168 videos we've made. Episode 100, Sea Venture is getting stuck in the ice. So a whole different world than the Sea of Cortez that's going to be at the very end. But for now, let's get into the nuts and bolts of what it costs to live and cruise on Sea Venture for the month of February. All right, into the nuts and bolts of this February expenses for living aboard and cruising Sea Venture. In January, the total was $2,703. And we told you at that video, let's hope we don't repeat that. Don't worry, we did not repeat $2,703. But lots of you had questions about insurance. So we're going to include insurance in here. And when we get to that line item, we're going to talk about that. Because clearly there's a lot of uncertainty and maybe a little bit of enlightenment would be helpful around insurance. But the first line item, Rose.
You know we all like to eat out. And so eating out is the first item we spent this month. $715 eating out. In
February, eating out. Yeah, that was, we had good time.
But you know, in all fairness, we were in some pretty expensive places. Cabo San Lucas, San Jose del Cabo.
Exactly.
Pretty much it.
Exactly.
So it just is what it is. And we did not seek out, the way out of the way places. No.
But realize even though eating in Mexico can be significantly less expensive, when you're cruising and you don't have a car, the places you're going are the beachfront resort kind of locations. That's what we have mostly exposure to. So that's what it was. So that's eating out while we were in Mexico in the month of February.
The next one was groceries and liquor. We spent $410.
Yep, provisioning kind of stuff. Yeah, not too bad. I think the liquor this time was only a couple cases of beer. Not like all the tequila in January.
Yes.
All right,
next.
Fishing gear.
We did buy some.
Before Eric sent us the big, huge box of stuff. We got a few lures in Cabo San Lucas for $129. Okay, literally 3 lures for $129.
Wow.
In Cabo. All right, and then Rose?
Miscellaneous boat parts. Is that what we bought up north?
Mostly that's because we did remember fly home for part of February. And in all these expenses, by the way, nothing related to flying home or expenses incurred at home or any of that. This is just on
here on
Sea Venture. But we did include miscellaneous boat parts.
Because we bought a few things. We bought a...
$586.
Yeah. So anyway.
I think the biggest item was the soft seat and storage thing under the seat in the little tender was like $180 from...
Was it that much?
Yeah, from inflatableBoatParts.com.
It was pretty cool.
Yep.
It works well, too, by the way.
Uber, Rose. Uber
running around town in San Jose del Cabo and go to the airport. Does that include going to the airport? Probably.
No, I did not include going to the airport, actually, because that was related to flying home.
But the marina is not close to downtown, and so we use the Uber quite a bit.
Yep, $107 on the Uber. Okay, so I'll talk about the next one.
Marina.
San Jose del Cabo. You guys all got to see that. All those beautiful sport fishers and mega yachts there. We were there 2 weeks. Are you sitting down? 2 weeks in a marina? $2,535. And if you think, oh goodness, that's $5,000 a month, that is correct. $2,535 for our 2 weeks at San Jose del Cabo in marina fees.
Yep.
That's what it is. Welcome to yachting, not just living in Mexico. All right, the next item we did not include in January, but we are this month.
The Garmin InReach, $55 a month.
Yep. So our Garmin InReach does two things. It's a backup to our Starlink to be able to text with our family and friends.
Yep.
And also, if you go to cruisingseaventure.com and click on where in the world is Sea Venture right now, and you have a breadcrumb trail that's every 10 minutes, 24 hours a day, that's the Garmin InReach sending out that signal. So that service costs $55 a month. Next.
Starlink.
Yeah, this is the best dollar for dollar thing on Sea Venture. $72 for unlimited broadband coverage per month to have Starlink on board Sea Venture.
Takes care of communication and weather, the two big things.
And uploading to YouTube.
And YouTube and
Netflix and
course,
all that
yes.
good stuff. And WhatsApping video calls with the kids.
Yes, when we don't have service.
All right, so next is insurance. I had mentioned in January's video I wasn't including insurance because it's a once a year thing. So let me just give you a little brief overview on the insurance before we talk about the number. When you get into this kind of insurance for an ocean-going powerboat in Mexico, you're going to have what's called earned premium policies. You're not going to make monthly or quarterly payments. You're paying once a year for the insurance in full. It's completely non-refundable. And so we deal with that. And we had people last month guess on the insurance for Sea Venture. I think the highest guess, there was a whole bunch of them, the highest guess was $4,000 a year for Sea Venture's insurance in Mexico. Boy, wouldn't that be sweet. The actual cost to insure Sea Venture for cruising in Mexico with significant limitations from June to November for hurricane season is $9,400 or $783 a month prorated out for Sea Venture's insurance. I'll do a whole video on it later, but don't get me going. Next. Did you have something to say about the insurance?
Well, I was just going to say it's unique to the boats. We will talk about that. But Sea
Yeah.
Venture's an older boat, and we had to work with what we could get.
And it's an ocean-going power boat, which I think is a different market than a sailboat
Yeah,
for insurance.
different beast. And then fuel. The fuel that we used on Sea Venture, cruising Sea Venture around and running the generator, $526.
$526. We did that on a prorated basis at $3.50 a gallon because that's the average cost of the fuel that's in our tanks. We didn't actually buy any fuel in February and don't anticipate doing so for a long time. We cruised almost 37 hours, used 115 gallons, plus 34 hours, which is about 34 gallons of fuel for the generator. So, grand total, told you in January, we would not repeat January's 2703.
We did not.
Grand total $5,918 for cruising in February. Now I'll say it again. Let's hope we don't repeat that in March.
Yes,
Well,
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
And plus, about half of it was related to San Jose del Cabo, and we frankly would never have stopped there if we weren't doing a trip north.
If we weren't gonna fly home, or if we had, we would have stopped for only a couple days.
Right.
But of the almost $6,000, half was really related to our stop in San Jose del Cabo, which led then to the trip home to the Northwest to see
our awesome grandkids.
to see Benjamin and Livy,
Yeah.
and our kids as well, but mostly the grandkids. Yeah. Is that it?
That's it.
That's our recap. So hey, please, if you like the videos, please subscribe. You can push that little bell thing. I think everybody knows this, but I think it's probably good to say so you get notified when we have a new video or leave a comment. All those things are great. I enjoy trying my best to personally respond to every single comment and certainly every question as best I can. Otherwise, I think that's about it for now. We are in this beautiful anchorage in by Bahia Calida Partida, between Espírito Santos and Partida. We're going to be leaving here tomorrow. We did some great dinghying yesterday. You haven't seen that video yet. That'll probably come out tomorrow, maybe the day after tomorrow. And then we're going to go do some more exploring as we work our way toward La Paz.
See.
All right. So until next time, wishing you no wind and flat seas. Bye-bye, everybody.